And obviously, compliance chain is a certification body. We work with principal contractors to manage their supply chain, but also for the supply chain to get their certification through CAS or SSIP. And we see sometimes the reluctance from the supply chain to go and get that badge, to go and get the common assessment standard.
There is some of them, they're quite mature in that position. They know what the requirements are, and then others need upskilling in that area and sort of direction, don't they, to make them compliant and understand why the compliance is there. Us as contractors, we draw a lot of data from the Common Assessment Standard that allows us to make informed decisions down the line around tender lists and who we engage and who's suitable to go forward with, and that compliance associated with that.
The supply chain, they need to understand that the Common Assessment Standard and all the assessment bodies, it's not a tick box exercise. It's there to demonstrate that they are compliant and they've got the skills needed to work in the industry. It's the first stage due diligence to get onto a tender list into the industry.
The fact that it's at a business level, that ultimately the projects will need that information, and if the supply chain will ask those questions for every project, it probably needs to recruit just to keep up with the demand of those pre-qualifications. So it's bringing it up to that business level. The questions are answered and updated accordingly, and then they can sort of focus on the package of works that we're tendering or